Everybody, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. We've got an unbelievable weekend coming up, and we try to build that bankroll, get things rolling on a Friday. Don't forget you can get the featured pick of the day below this video at oddsworthbetting.com. Friday night, there's 4 games in college football. You go, what? Wait a minute. There were supposed to be 3, but there's 4 because the Kent State-Buffalo game, with all the snow they had in Western New York, was rescheduled and moved to Friday night. UTEP and Rice coming off a game with Marshall. Look for them to put on a little bit of a show at home. Air Force San Diego State, an interesting Mountain West game. And then San Jose State and Utah State, another Mountain West contest. We'll see if the Spartans can give the Aggies a little bit of a tussle in that late game. Busy night on frozen water in the National Hockey League. Well, not a busy night. 4 games because Saturday's the busy day with 13 games. Interesting contest, though. Islanders at Pittsburgh. The Islanders off to a really fast start, and now kind of, treading water a little bit. And Pittsburgh made a statement with a win over red-hot Montreal up in Montreal earlier this week. And then it will bear watching Rangers and Buffalo with the weather situation there. They're having a hard enough time getting a football game in on Sunday. What's going to happen with a hockey game on a Friday? So keep tabs on that. NBA, dozen games for you on Friday night. Phoenix is at Philly. Yeah, let's give you your Sixers update. They remain winless, 0-11. It's a train wreck. 101-90 loss to Boston on Wednesday. Interesting game. San Antonio going against Minnesota. Veteran team against a young team that loves to push the tempo. New Orleans and Denver will be interesting. Davis looked really good in that win over Sacramento the other night. And then Chicago and Portland, your get-out game in the NBA. On a Friday night. And NCAA hoops, don't sleep on that. Early in the year, we're getting these tip-off tournaments, and some of the marquee teams are playing in generally the semifinal games. They're just plotting the course for the big weekend matchups between some college basketball powers. You've got Kentucky and Boston University. How good did Kentucky look against Kansas? And then Duke plays Temple, the game in Brooklyn. And number 25, Utah, host Cal Riverside, and look for Utah to, have a little bit of focus on them because they couldn't shoot it in the ocean. Boy, what a defensive struggle they had earlier against San Diego State. 53-49 was the score of that ball game, with the Aztecs ultimately getting the win. So that's just wetting our whistle for the weekend. We've got monster football games, college football on Saturday. You got the Ole Miss Arkansas games, one we're going to watch. I think Louisville Notre Dame's a very intriguing football game. And Pac-12, I think there are going to be some entertaining games out west. Everybody now looking at those rankings, and we're making that final push. And you got look-ahead spots. Ole Miss has Mississippi State and the Egg Bowl coming up next week. Little nuggets that are out there in all these games that you have to pay very close attention to. So that's Saturday and then Sunday. NFL action. A lot of marquee games on the docket for you. Hard to believe how fast this football season's going by, but now college hoops jumps into the equation as well. So there's so many offerings for you on the wagering board. And we got a big fight Saturday night, Macau, China. Manny Pacquiao goes against Chris Algieri. We'll give you a preview of that in this space tomorrow, but don't forget the featured pick of the day, as always, is available to you right below this video from oddsworthbetting.com. From Las Vegas, I'm Brian Blessing. Best of luck to you at the windows on a Friday night.